The only person who called it was XRVOD. How are you so bearish? I don't understand. When XRP is still above $3, bullish. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse expects an XRP ETF launch in the second half of 2025. But listen to this. This was a long time ago. Okay, months ago. But there is still 11 different, or like multiple, on top of multiple different filings pending with the SEC to launch ETFs. Those will be live in the second half of this year. Do you understand? We haven't even begun, right? Nothing has even moved yet. When the first domino falls, the rest falls even quicker. Do you guys understand how much money will be flooded into XRP the second half of this year, right? Basically starting soon. Okay, we're extremely close. Remember, you don't need much money to move XRP as well. Okay, so things, again, it's gonna get very exciting here. Why? Because XRP is about to fly. I already tweeted this out, guys. XRP buy now, price is at $3.05. What just happened to XRP's price? We're moving up. The four triple bullish divergence got confirmed about 13 hours ago. Okay, now 13 hours and 2 minutes ago it got confirmed, guys, and we did move up from then on. Here's the thing. I honestly think $4 may be reached by this next week. Right? It could be because of so much because the money that's pouring in on the higher time frames is still a lot. And hopefully these time frames, such as the 4 hourly, can snowball into the 12 hourly, right, to being bullish, which it is right now. It seems like it's about to get clipped, guys, and triggered. And then the daily, right, once these higher time frames become triggered, right, and start moving higher like this, guys, I don't think we're stopping anytime soon, right? Like I said it before, XRP must not go below like this level, right? It needs to hold that support here, and it is right now. I think we move higher, guys. I'm pretty sure. This was XRP's price at $3.05. Okay, look what I said over here, guys, and I did show a some form of structure, though I don't know if we have to follow the structure any longer because something changed a little bit. But let me just watch this first. 4 hourly bullish divergence got formed here, and it got triggered, but it failed, right? Because I think they needed an hourly bullish divergence, so that's being formed right now. So again, that's still in play. An hourly bullish divergence and a 4 hourly bullish divergence are being formed as we speak. So if those get confirmed, it's going to push us higher, right? And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the bottom. And I think what's going to happen then is like this, guys. We pump, right, all the way up here, then we come down for one more liquidity grab, right, very fast, and then we start moving up. That's the final. That's a true run, right? Okay, so where were we when that was happening? We were right here, I think. Okay, so the only difference was they came down one more time, guys, right? There was like a structure here. So we were here, I said like this, guys, right? We're gonna go up like this all the way down, and then we move up, right? But they already came down. You guys see this, right? For the extra bullish divergences, for the extra bullish divergences, right? So has the structure like changed? The reason why I say that they might come down one more time, right? So even if they do go up like this, guys, because they didn't grab the liquidity here, right? They could have, but I don't think that's a requirement, right? The reason being is because look what happened previously as well. After they pumped it a tiny bit, they came down, right, for the second test. It's like a double bottom, and then they moved it higher. So was that it? Possibly. I'm not sure, guys, but things are looking spectacular, right? Like we said it before. Now, you know, it hasn't even begun though, right? You know why? Because the parabola is right now getting formed, by the way. Look at this. Touch the angle of attack, the first angle of attack, the second angle of attack, okay? That's the second one right there. Guess what? When the third line is formed, it's over. XRP will just straight line go up like this, guys, right? Well, not even like that. More so probably like that, right? It's just gonna go straight line up. You guys see how the parabola is still forming, right? This is on the higher time frames though. So I don't think we've even seen anything yet, guys. But yeah, as soon as the 12 hourly and the daily are confirmed bullish, it's go time, right? So we'll see what happens. But things are looking very good right now. Very beautiful. Whales were accumulating heavy. Wallets holding 10 million to 100 million XRP just surged to 8.31 billion XRP, marking a new monthly high. Right? So they're buying all throughout these periods, guys. Right? Look at this. This is so strange. XRP went from $3.60 down to $3, but you guys can see the addresses, right, moved higher because that means they bought, guys. The trend is up as well. Fascinating. XRP just closed daily. XRP just daily closed bullish Dragonfly Doji. Oh wow, it did, right? Oh wow, that marks the bottoms, right? Or at least that tells the user that a reversal is imminent. Again, I could say that we may even not retest down there anymore, right? Because the higher time frames just look too bullish, guys. If those get triggered, that's it. We move higher, and I don't think we'll go down. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Right? RSI never went below this pivot, but the body candles closed below this pivot, guys, on the 4 hourly, next 12 hourly. You guys see how RSI is so low, but look at all these other pivots, right? The price is still holding above these pivots, guys. That's another bullish divergence, right? Some form of it. Here's on the daily, another one, right? You guys see these pivots? Price is still holding above that area. Other bullish on the daily as well. More bullish divergences being formed. 2-day, not quite, but more so on the daily, 100%, and 12 hourly on the. And these are significant time frames, by the way, which means when they do get confirmed here soon, next leg higher begins, probably very soon. Which is why I said the 4 hourly charts hopefully snowballs into the 12 hourly, then the daily. Let's see what happens. Whales bought over 130 million XRP in the past 24 hours, right? They didn't want it to go down below that structure like we were calling for, guys, right? I don't think they have. The thing is, if they go below the structure, I think it dies, or at least the trend, the run is over. So I don't think they're gonna let it go below. XRP needs to move above this 21 moving average on the 4 hourly, guys, which is around $3.20 ish, right? So there are a few resistances going upwards, but I honestly think it will slice them like butter, in my humble opinion. Now here's a short-term target for XRP. The next target is $4.45. Okay. This is some type of pattern. Seems like a diamond that's being formed here, right? And again, $4.40 around there, guys. But interesting. You know, this could honestly be at a short-term top-out price, that $4 to $5, maybe it's like $5 to $6 region, right? It all depends. If XRP can head there soon, I don't think we top out there, right? It all depends how long it will take XRP to reach $4 to $5, guys, right? XRP right now is battling against time. The longer it takes for it to pump, the chances become lower by the day for us to go higher. Okay, so XRP needs to keep moving on here. We just corrected. XRP now needs to go like this, guys, literally, right, to $4, and then do a consolidation phase and keep going higher like this, right, and just keep moving. It cannot stall for too long. The last time it stalled for too long, let me show you guys what happened. Right, the last time it stalled for too long is the higher time frames cooled off, right, the indicators, and then XRP pumped like this, right. The indicators created some type of bearish divergence and it died. You guys see what I mean? Right? So XRP cannot stall for too long here. If it does, then that means there's probably, if it just went like this, right? If XRP literally just went like this, guys, let me show you guys. If XRP just went like this, right? Something like this, the run is most likely, there's probably one like higher like this, and then that's it. But if XRP, which I'm still extremely bullish here because the higher time frames, right? If they get triggered, if XRP somehow goes like this, guys, right? it's just too bullish. It's just too bullish. So we'll see what happens. I mean, time will tell. But yeah, either or. Minimum is minimum. Will go higher. That's what everyone believes, and I do too. For Mr. Zoom, XRP next stop is about $4 zone. Thin books all the way up to that zone. Should move to that zone relatively quick once bulls find momentum. Highly likely to take place within the next 2 weeks. You guys see what I mean? If it happens within the next 2 weeks, very beautiful, right? It just needs to keep moving higher. But if it stalls out for like more than a month, then that's an issue, guys, right? But I think we'll keep moving higher here. Now, here are some price predictions from these other analysts from Altcoin Daily. Realistic 2025 altcoin price predictions. XRP at $11. Very doable, right? Very doable. Scottie Pippen says, well, which one of these will happen in 2026? XRP will hit $10, right? Very possible. I think that's nothing, to be honest. The reason being is because the chart says so. There's like a LE wave pattern right here, guys. I've seen a few people on X talk about how XRP is on wave 3. That's simply not true. Wave 3 was when XRP went from 50 cents to $3.39, which was about a 600% gain. XRP is currently on its last leg up, which is wave 5. Wave 3 is typically stronger and longer than wave 5. Targets for wave 5, well, $7 to $10, 320% to 500%, right? So minimum are those prices like near $10, right? You know what's so funny? What I thought about? If XRP were to top out at $5.89, right here, right? But here's another prediction. BlackRock will too once upon a time said XRP $7, then 28 comes next, then 100. That's the thing that people aren't realizing here. You may just sell too early. If you just hold on, maybe we'll see the true value of XRP. Though, it's never a bad idea to take profits. You guys know this, right? Whoever went broke taking profits? Nobody. People go broke because they're too greedy, right? So this isn't financial advice, but honestly, I'll just hold on for dear life at this point in time. Let's see what happens next. But right now, XRP looks insanely bullish. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's Sophie's Amazing. See ya.